Many of you want to do more strength training, but find that migraine can make it nearly impossible. Some of you report that doing any strength training, especially for your upper body, can instantly trigger a migraine attack. Or the exertion from doing more intense physical activity might trigger an attack the next day. And often you just don't feel well enough most days to get out of bed and hit the gym. So that's why I'm bringing you a chair yoga for beginning strength class today. This will be a short 15-minute practice to help you get into strength training just from the bottom, from zero, in a gentle way. Hey everyone, this is Adrienne Delorco. I am the creator of Yoga for Migraine and Beyond Migraine Coaching, and I come here every Wednesday in the Yoga for Migraine Facebook group to bring you free wellness talks and yoga practices to help you live better with migraine. If you're joining me live, say hello in the comments. It's always great to see you. And all you need for today's practice is a chair. So we want to chat about, first we'll chat just a couple minutes about why strength training is important, but also why it's difficult for migraine and how to build strength without triggering a migraine attack. How we want to learn to explore strength with more of a sense of safety rather than fear. And then we'll launch into our strength training practice using our chair. And the practice I'll teach you is largely inspired by a chair yoga chair practice that was shown in the New York Times recently. So I adapted what they taught and I will shortly bring it to you. So strength is important. Why? Especially as women get older, especially after 40, we need to make sure we are doing some strength building, especially to help with our bones, to prevent osteoporosis. It feels really good to be strong. The times in my life when I've been able to be more focused on strength, being more physically active, you just feel good in your body. You often just have less aches and pains. It just is a great, important aspect of functionality, of mobility. But with living with migraine, we know there are some issues. So for many of us with migraine, like shoulders, neck, trapezius, doing anything with the upper body can exacerbate tension and migraine. And so what we'll do today is not a weight-based practice. And what I really would suggest, if you are hoping to increase your strength, you're starting from zero, don't do anything with weights in the beginning. In the beginning, you just want to get your nervous system acclimated, even more so than your muscles. So going through the motions with no weights, with kind of doing maybe 50% of what you feel like your max is. In a typical fitness and strength training program in the gym, they're going to encourage you to max out, and that's the idea. But for you living with migraine and probably some other health conditions, we want you to do less. We want you to make sure that you are not maxing out until your nervous system, until your brain has become more adapted to doing physical activity. So for us with migraine, especially if you have autoimmune conditions as well, less is more, but doing it more often. And I know that's hard, right, with migraine. And that's why this practice I'm going to teach you is something that I would recommend doing through today and then repeating it, doing it again tomorrow and trying to build it up at least 4 times this week, getting to a place where you're like, okay, I'm doing this. It's not triggering a migraine attack. You're feeling confident. And then maybe the next week you do it twice. You do 2 rounds of it, kind of like a little circuit. And then do that for a week. The 3rd week, you can increase it to 3 reps. And that's how we do it. That's how we're going to start small, use what you got, go short, and then increase it over time so that we are coming towards strength from where we are starting from, not going too far too fast. If you've never done anything with strength in a while, it would be hard for most of us to just hit the gym, go to a gym class. It's going to take us some more time to just build our body up. So let's do it, shall we? And I hope this practice is one that you can repeat to get those reps in a safe way where you're feeling confident, that you feel like, yeah, I can handle this. That's the feeling we want. So I'm gonna move on over to my chair, and I hope if you're not already there, go ahead and join me. We'll start halfway forward. I'm not leaning back at this moment, and just take a moment here to let your eyes close. Take a breath in through your nose and let it out your mouth. Again, inhale. Let it out. One more, inhale. Big sigh. And if your eyes are closed, let them open up. We'll do a little upper body cat and cow body roll. So we'll scooch to the very edge of our chair now. You can start small with cat and cow, arching as you draw your hands towards your thighs and rounding, sliding your hands towards your knees. Your inhale will bring you into the arch, and the exhale will take you rounding forward. Then if you want, you can exaggerate this, making it more of a roll as you hinge forward as you arch, and then push up, rounding as you come up. So either way, keeping it more of the smaller cat-cow or full body roll, inhaling, arching, exhale, round, let the head go. Two more. Forward, round, arch it, and round. Okay, so we're gonna move into our reps. This is a little more fitness than yoga, but we'll slide some yoga in there, here and there as well. So you're at the edge of your seat, your feet are about hip distant. We're gonna take our arms up to the chest and we'll do some single leg marches. So you'll lift right leg and left leg. We'll do this for a good 30 seconds or so. So lifting, lifting. You can match my pace or go slower. Feeling your torso steady, engaging your core. Breathing, let your shoulders relax. Great to see so many of you live, building up your strength today. And then let's do a few more rounds. 1, 2, we'll go for 5 more. 3, 4, last one, 5. Good, and then give it a little shake. Now this is probably, to me, the hardest move we're gonna do today. This is now moving into a double leg raise. So you'll hold the bottom of your chair or maybe a leg, because we're gonna lift both knees up. So you might be at a slight diagonal, but brace your core as you lift your feet any amount off the ground and down. Maybe you lift a little higher. 2. Good. 3. Relax the shoulders. Strong core. 4. We're gonna go for 10. 5. If your low back hurts, take a break. Maybe just do a 5. 6. This is the hardest one. We're gonna do it. We're at 8. Make it smaller if you need. 9. Last one. 10. And let it go. Woohoo! Maybe add a little twisting motion. Nicely done. This next move are called chair jacks, kind of like jumping jacks. It's gonna look like this. We're gonna Either step the legs out, or if you're feeling up for it, you'll hop them out, touch the ground or close to it. You might want to block here. Bring your legs back together, lift your heels and relax. Okay, let's go for 10. Out, down, together, lift the heels. 2, together, lift the heels. 3, together and up. 4, together and up. 5, together, heels up. 6, together and up. 7, together, up. We got last round. It's 9, together, and 10. And let it go, be loose. Moving up to the upper body. So if you want, you can scooch back in your chair a little bit, getting some arm and shoulder mobility. So we'll lift up to a T, arms forward, palms face together as you lift, and let the shoulders relax away from your ears. Forward, T, and down. 10 more. Lift, forward, up, down, out. Relax. Actually, we're going to go for 5 here. 2. These are long rounds here. Out and down. 3. Forward. Lift. Shoulders down. Forward. Out. It's 4. Forward. Lift. Forward. Out. And down, and it's 5. Forward, lift, down, open, relax. Roll it out, toggle your neck. We'll scooch forward again. We're gonna do some little flies. Imagining you're making thumbs up with your both hands. We'll hinge forward at a 45-degree angle, and then we'll squeeze the shoulder blades together and release. Let's go for 10. 1, squeezing back any amount. Relax. 2, release. Relax that neck. You can look towards the floor. 3, relax. 4, let it go. 5, release. 6, you're almost there. 7, let it go. 8, release. 2 more. Relax that neck as we're working here. 9 and 10. Woohoo! Relax, wiggle, toggle your head. Great. We've done all the seated work. We're gonna move up now. So this is where we'll face the chair. And we're gonna do some toe taps in a plank position on your chair. So hands to the seat, and you'll walk yourself back into a plank. We're working towards keeping a straight line from your heels to your head rather than the booty lifting up. And now we'll tap right foot forward, relax. Left and good. Right and left, right. Shoulders down, neck relaxed. 5, I lost my count, but we're gonna keep it going. Reminding yourself to relax the neck is a big part of strength training for those of us with migraine. Our neck often wants to help out, but reminding your neck it doesn't need to be working. You're using your core. Let's do one more, right and left. Right and left. Good, and walk it back up. We'll do a little twist here, so you can have your feet little wider than the hips. Let your hands and arms be floppy. And just let the twist take you from side to side. So of all the strength moves to start with, your squat is probably one of the most fundamental, one of the most recommended to start with. So we'll use the chair and then you can kind of adjust depending on how you're feeling today. So we will start seated. And then from here, we're going to come into the squat. And you can decide as you come back into the squat again, do you want to just tap down and then stand up, squeezing your glutes as you stand? Or are you wanting to sit and then hinge and start again? Okay, so we're going to go for 10 here. I think this one's 3. I'm going to try just tapping down. 4. Squeeze the glutes. 5. Squeeze. 6. Squeeze. 7. And up. 8. Squeeze it up. 2 more. 9. And 10. Nicely done. All right, we're going to flip it, and this will be our last round of exercises using the back of the chair now. So this is to help with our balance, and we're gonna stand a little bit away from the chair here. We'll be taking our hands in this kind of fist position, bringing your weight to your left leg. You can micro bend your left leg, kick your right foot back, and now see if you can touch your fist to the back of the chair. Come back up, and now we'll switch. Micro bend the right leg, kick the left foot back, hinge and touch, and up. Let's keep going. We're at 3, hinge, lift, change, kick back, forward, lift, release. 5, forward, lift, and change. 6, good, touching down and back. 7, forward, lift, release. 8, down, lift, changing. 2 more. 9, forward, lift, down, and 10. Great. Last round of strength, and then we'll do a little bit to stretch it out. So holding the back of your chair like you're at the ballet bar, we'll tap the right toes behind you. We're going to lift that right leg straight. You can micro bend the left knee. We'll do 10 on each side. So we're going to lift right. You're contracting your glute. 2, 3, keeping your hips and pelvis square. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. You can micro bend the right leg. Left toes behind you, squaring the pelvis. And we're lifting left. 2. Keeping the torso still. Everything's still except that leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Shake it all out. And we'll use the chair to do a supported forward fold. You can cross your forearms onto the back of the chair, step back so that your feet are under your hips, and we've got this nice supported forward fold, drawing the belly in slightly so you're not arching. Stretching the backs of the legs here. And if you'd like to get even deeper stretch, you'll take the palms to the back of the chair, step back even more, so you're more in a supported down dog, those heels under hips, your ears lining up with your biceps, pressing slightly on the back of the chair. Imagine someone tugging your hips back, getting the length through the spine and the back of the legs. It might even feel good to alternate bending one leg and straightening the other here. This is a great thing to do if you're cooking. Sometimes we have a little downtime as something's cooking, and you can do this at your kitchen counter. And one big final stretch. And then walk your feet back to the chair. And that is our routine. I encourage you to do this tomorrow, same thing. I hope this felt doable, like you felt like you got a little work. If it felt easy, great. You can double it. You can do it twice. You can do it 3 times. So thank you so much. I'm so glad to see so many of you joining me live. Love to hear in the comments if you joined me, how'd it go for you? Did it feel doable? Is this something you'd like to do more of? We had a great turnout today, so maybe we'll do more strength if that's something you guys are enjoying. We'll see you next time. Lots of love.